EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. This is Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over at their own 28-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. He's
tackled at the 30. It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
James Conner. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
First ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Check 55. Come on, let's go. Max 55. Yeah. You don't want none.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
McKinney on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Blanketed coverage by Houston makes it 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
Watson's
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson on the left side. This is Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 31 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Steelers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown.
Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21. Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
36.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
At the 24-yard.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half. They definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? There goes Duke Johnson. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the 2-point conversion.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Carry here for Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and first down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
It's a pickup.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to run down some block with Johnson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Screen pass to Connor. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ben to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
33-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
David Johnson, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
You're set. You're 18.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
Yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mayfield to throw it this time. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Mayfield forced out to his left. He'll let it go. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Snell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
20-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, the spin. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And 9.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
48-yard line.
from the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield finding Beckham, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's second down.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Counter. Snell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 7.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Browns 17. Steelers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Landry now on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Browns 24, Steelers 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 31, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Snell on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
7-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coach it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
He's got it, and it's a 27-10 score now.
Makes the score Browns 27. Steelers.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
What we got? Regular.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Roethlisberger will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Benny Snell.
From 6 yards away. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Steelers.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.